This is my response video to the impact of GMOs video prompt. As usual, I have everything pulled up, ready to go, so I can reference it directly and make my way through the assignment without getting too sidetracked. Once again, looking at the initial question, does labeling foods that contain GMOs give consumers enough information to make good environmental choices? My answer to this is no. This is a rather difficult question, I will say, because a lot of these articles are talking about, well, the pros. It sounds like they're talking more about the pros. I know that they're discussing both the pros and the cons in some of those sources / articles we looked at, but it seems like they're more talking about the pros. But simply slapping a GMO label on, say, a bag of spinach is not going to give consumer or a customer in the store any information as to where that food was made, what kind of land it was grown on, what kind of sprays and pesticides were put onto it, how much it was watered, and then just facts about the GMO itself. So going to the article from the ISAA that we talked about, GM crops are assessed for environmental safety by developers and, scientists, but they can't accurately confirm and say whether or not a GM crop is safe or unsafe right off the bat, because sometimes the effects of a GM crop don't show or reveal until way later down the line. So let's say, for example, an apple is genetically modified, and scientists and researchers say that it's perfectly safe, perfectly fine, it doesn't hurt the environment, but 20 years later there's an abundance of weeds that are spreading, and a new insect that's invading homes close to wherever the apples are being grown, and there's all these issues that are starting to persist. So that's more or less the big reason. I think GMOs cannot, they don't really determine whether or not you're doing something good or bad for the environment. Looking at the ISSA article still, what did I want to talk